Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Xenokilla, coming at you with part 2 of my series on Terraria. This is me out in my little open world. I finally got my hands on some gold armor. I really need to upgrade my watch. Anyway, so, I've been playing the game a little while, doing a little bit more digging. I finally managed to do some boss fighting. I'll show you my Eye of Cthulhu fighting ring here in a second. I'm just making my way back. In the other video, you saw my jungle trench, but I wasn't quite at a high enough level to really be digging around in the jungle, so I kind of had to move elsewhere. But, things are pretty successful. I'll show you sort of my newer area. I moved closer to the dungeon, because that's sort of where I want to go next. And I read on the Terraria wiki that the jungle is usually on the opposite end of the world of the jungle. So I had to go all the way the other way. Anyway, this is my sort of headquarters here. I finally figured out how to build houses, thanks to a couple different YouTube videos. So I got the merchant, I got Jake, I got that dude, who's got dynamite for sale. What could possibly go wrong? And I have this person, who sells statues and sunflowers, and a dirt rod. Magically moves dirt. So there's that. What else does she do? Wilson is 2% corrupt. You should try harder. Okay. So yeah, that's what I got going on over here. Get a Hellforge. Bought a piggy bank, loaded up with all my coin, another Eye of Cthulhu. This is just sort of the pit I abandoned. Maybe I'll continue, I don't know. There's not really a whole lot going on that I need to actually mine in regular for. I need to start hitting the dungeons and the corruptions and so on and so forth. So let me warp on over to my new house. Oi, oi, oi. This is just sort of where I've been hanging out. It's pretty much on the other side of the world than the jungle. So it's over here, and off to my right, there's a round of corruption, and then there's the dungeon. But what I did here is I actually built myself a little bit of a elevator, and I also have a piggy bank, which is a really nice thing. The piggy bank's basically, it's like a chest, but you can access it in multiple places. So anything I put it in the piggy bank at my facility on the left-hand side of the map also shows up on the right-hand side of the map. So it's a pretty neat tool. I keep forgetting I have that selected. Anyway, so yeah, there's the piggy bank. A couple Chinese lanterns. I got a bunch of stuff. I got the worm food in here. That's gonna be my next boss fight, is that giant slug thing. And from what I understand, really all I have to do is just use my grappling hook, stick to the ground, and then hit it with flaming arrows or something, and I should be alright. So that'll be my next boss fight. I've defeated the Eye of Cthulhu maybe 3 or 4 times, so I got 40 or 50 Demonite, but I can't really do what I need to do without the scales, and I have to defeat the worm to do that. So anyway, this is my elevator I built just because digging regular old mine shafts gets kind of boring after a while. I ran into a lot of water though, which took a long time to drain all of this water out. I actually had to, block it off, go all the way down to hell, but I finally managed to hit the proverbial bottom of the world, which is nice. So I've been to the left side of the world, seen the ocean, been to the right side of the world after the dungeon, seen the ocean. But we can go to the bottom because it's... all of this I really did just to drain out the water, such a circuitous route. But yeah, I put little swimming pools down there to catch me when I drop, which is always nice. But you gotta remember which drops have pools on them and which ones don't, so you don't end up killing yourself accidentally. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Ah, fishy. So anyway, here we are at the bottom. All the way down in hell. So that's pretty good. I was actually able to dig, I think, all the way down to... I mean, this is the bottom of the world here. I can dig down, but it's not going to really do me all that much good. There's a whole bunch of hellstone around, but without the nightmare pickaxe, I can't really harvest it yet. So it's just kind of hanging out, waiting for me to get down there. You can zoom back up front. I'll show you the dungeon. And then this will be a little bit of a short video, but when I fight the giant snake, I'll probably make a video of that, depending on... I don't know, maybe I could kill an Eye of Cthulhu just for fun. I like how the corruption has different music. Yeah, I haven't really altered this area of the world too much yet to sort of make it easier to traverse, because I don't come out here yet. I think I want to get the giant worm dead first before I take on the skeleton and head into the dungeon. I'm going to kill the wall of flesh and go into hard mode, but I'm not quite sure where the wall of flesh is just yet. I'm sure I'll be able to find it on the wiki, but I haven't encountered it quite yet. Ah, go away. There we go. It's dangerous out there. Don't go alone. Take this old man with you. Here we are at the forest some more. Lots of trees. And here's the dungeon if you haven't seen it before. Basically the way this works is that there's the old man. Come back at night. So basically he turns into a giant skeleton. And you have to kill him in order to... I mean, you can go into the dungeon a little bit, but then the guardians of the dungeon will come and just wipe you out. So you have to come back at night. I think it's got about 4,400 health points. So maybe with some Demonite style armor I'd be able to take it, but we're just gonna wait on that. So that's the dungeon. Always nice. And here we are at the edge of the world, aka the beach. Get some suntanning going on in my giant golden armor. That'd be terrible on the beach. Some dude's wearing golden armor just blinding you. Alright, that wasn't the beach. This is the beach. So this is the edge of the world. You know, it is what it is. Stupid vultures. I'm not dead yet. I know there's a bunch of things you can do in the ocean, a bunch of unique drops and so on and so forth, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get a water-breathing potion and explore it a little bit more. But yeah, that's the edge of the world. Actually, I think what you can do is you can sort of build yourself a little bit of a diving bell. Our sand is a little annoying. Basically, just do that, then you do that, and then you die. Well, I don't want to die, so we'll leave. But yeah, I know you can build diving bells to sort of explore the ocean a little bit more, but you gotta be careful. So yep, that's the world I've built. Just a little bit, just a short update. Actually, maybe I'll go work my way back to my other spot and kill the Eye of Cthulhu. I'm sure I'll cut this middle part out. Alright, and we're back at my sort of headquarters here. I'm just preparing for my Cthulhu fight. I'm pretty sure I need a bunch more arrows is what I need. Come here, Mr. Merchant. Yeah, I've got the golden bow. I'm gonna make a demonite bow shortly. We're just gonna use a whole bunch of flaming arrows. And that should take care of it. I know I have shuriken around here. Yeah, I got 100 shuriken. I have throwing stars. I thought I had throwing stars. Do I have throwing stars? I don't know. 157 arrows, 108 shuriken? Sure, why not? Where did I put that eye? Yar. Alright. So, the rules of demon fighting ring. First rule, of course, is not talking about the demon fighting ring. The second rule of demon fighting ring is that if it is your first night, you have to fight. So I've got my regen potion, my iron skin potion, and we're just gonna whack at this dude with a whole bunch of shuriken. Eye of Cthulhu's got about 2,800 hit points, so I usually have to use up all of my shuriken once or twice. What's nice about the demon fighting ring is that it catches most of them at the bottom, so you can reuse the same shuriken, I think 3 or 4 times. Of course, as you can see, they're not doing all that much damage, but, you know, every little bit helps. But after I exhaust all of my shuriken, chasing the poor nurse out, after I exhaust all of my shuriken, I usually switch to the fire arrows and the unholy arrows, and that usually does the majority of damage in this fight. As you can see here, I've only done about 400 damage. We're just going to switch to the bow and just start setting this guy on fire. Yeah, as you can see, with a full set of gold armor, iron skin, and the regen potion, I'm barely taking any damage. And any damage that I do take is pretty quickly refilled. We've got the eye down to about 1,500 hit points here. He should transform soon, so I usually like to drop down to one of the lower tiers, because when he's spinning like this, he's not attacking you, so that gives you a couple free hits. Now, I'm only down to about 70 arrows, so we might have to do a little bit of a collection. Oh god. I gotta get back in the demon fighting ring. Ah! There we go. Alright, so I gotta collect a couple arrows just to sort of make up for all of the ones I've lost. Yeah, so you want to have at least 150, 200 arrows before you start this fight. I'm a little bit low, but I should be able to. He's only got about 600 hit points left now. I can make it up to the top there. I can probably refill. Yeah, alright, I'll be fine. Stupid Cthulhu. Damn you, eye! There's yeah, we'll need some Visine for these red eyes. Anyway. Apparently I'm using glitter arrow now. So yeah, that was the Eye of Cthulhu fight. Got a whole bunch of Demonite ore. So once you've got gold armor, now using a gold bow there, it should be very easy for you to defeat the Eye, especially if you've taken the time to construct a demon fighting ring, which I highly recommend, just because it kind of looks cool. Oh yeah, my house, just make a left at the giant demon fighting ring. So, yeah, I do appreciate you tuning in, and stay tuned for part 3, where I'm going to take on the worm of something or other. I don't know. Anyway, this is Xenokilla, signing out.